So what happens when you take two photo manipulators and go head to head, Cam and Ilias? What type of key art can they actually design in 1 hour and 30 minutes from complete scratch? We're about to find out. And so the brief goes as followed. In honor of the Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2 is just around the corner, or it's out right now. And Nintendo has asked you to create a key art campaign poster for the release of the Switch 2. This key art success is determined if the real world and virtual world felt as if it was intertwined. Nintendo wants to tease and celebrate the universe with a variety of its characters that should feel vibrant with energy, joyful, and not lean into one game's theme. They will have 1 hour and 30 minutes to complete this key art either in 16:9 or 4:5. They must of course feature Nintendo Switch, 3 or more characters, and then 1 captivating CTA. Let's see what they can do. All right, Cam, Ilias, are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so in that case, 3, 2, 1, start designing.
We're just gonna grab like a few images and
So I'm gonna start grabbing some images.
this is the hardest part, is to find pictures.
Hopefully we'll get some good images.
Can maybe like this, and then maybe I can have Mario in here. I'm just gonna put the characters first, and then I'm just gonna do like the environment around it.
So I'm just gonna sketch out some ideas and not take too long because I don't have a lot of time.
My text is probably gonna be in here, and I'm just gonna like keep placing my elements around it.
We're gonna see like the real world, and then on his screen of the Switch, Mario Kart, but as though he's driving a kart in real life.
Oh, I can do though. Yeah. Like this. Let me change the blue in this one quickly. What do I need now? Okay, I wrote.
It's like I can see what I want in my mind, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in time. Background, let's just start smashing shit in.
This one can serve as a sort of like the real life picture. But it's more like since we're gonna do this one. First thing is to fix the perspective.
So we've officially hit 30 minutes, which means they only have an hour left. And honestly, they're both looking in like pretty decent shape.
Just using a brush to like fill out some edges on these foreground, on these bushes here.
Since the light is coming from the right, so yep, we're already having good perspective. And that's why guys, you just need to choose the right picture. This one is gonna be for texturing.
Quality's bad, but I have to go with it. Jeez, how big are these damn things?
Okay, let's try to fix a bit. Try to add like some texture. I can put it on soft light. Yeah, like this is perfect.
Oh, I'm like thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to achieve what I'm like imagining in this time.
Now let's fix the blending into this one. So in reality, I don't have that harsh line. Okay, perfect. Now I had like perfect blending.
So I'm just going as quickly as I can to like cut this thing out. Just gonna have to pray that it like comes together. Photo manipulation, particularly, you need to have the assets ready, or the fact that I've got to find them and do it all in this time is the only stressful thing, really.
And now like I have my background down. Let's start with the first Mario picture. Now I'm gonna paint some light. If you want a quick tip, always put your brush like this. It's just like a personal preference, but it helps them like draw the light a lot.
No, I'm stuck. I'm so stuck. Yeah, I am like struggling to find anything that's gonna work.
I think we should have like sort of light reflection in here. Personally, what I like to do is, even though the color looks correct, I can give it more of this look to blend it even more. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna fix a bit of the shadows now. Under, we're gonna add. Now let's move to the inside though.
My decisions are not very good. Now I'm rushing like mad. Oh, it's just not working. It's just not working. Oh.
I don't have time, to be honest, to cut everything perfectly. Yeah, what if we use this for everything? I'm gonna then add some shadows to give the vibes that he's coming.
Some really rough grass here. Hopefully it's alright. I don't have a lot of time to think about the shadows very well, so I just have to paint like mad.
I need to paint fast, so don't have time. So right now, I'm sort of panicking, let's say.
Alright, I'm just trying to get the text reasonable. I can't spend too long on the text.
I can go directly to Pikachu. We're gonna need to paint this fast. Oh, right now, of course, it's gonna be the same, just blending everything. Since he's facing the screen, we should be having shadows.
Yeah, just gonna change that to screen. Yep, screen blending mode. That's fine. And I'm gonna add a hue saturation adjustment. We're gonna just like colorize, make it like cyan. We don't overpowering. I think that's like gonna be fine like that.
It's gonna come together. Just like need to trust a bit the process. Down here, it needs to be dark as well. Not very bad, not very bad. I need to find the interior. Sure, no.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these elements from this screenshot here. I think it's cool, so whatever.
Don't like the Zelda image. That's alright, I think. Alright, this guy needs a lot of blending. Oh wait, before I blend it, let me put all the elements together first.
So there's also a couple of coins. I think I've actually got a coin somewhere. Assets, a couple of coins, and then maybe actually another coin. So it kind of feels like the coins are like here near the person playing. Alright, that's looking better now. I'm feeling a bit better about this poster. Okay.
The blue thing here, I have it. It's absolutely normal. It is supposed to be my text. I like to keep an eye on where the text is going to be. Oh, this is really good. Let's fix the lights. It's not a lot of work. So shit.
Yep, so just over here in the background, maybe in front of the background. Just going to put a pipe. Don't have a lot of time to check the shadows, but I'm just going to have to make it look reasonable. Okay, awesome. And then on top of that, just quickly, just going to paint some light. And I'm going to get my cloud brush, just some ambience here to help with blending.
I'm gonna make it slightly darker and slightly brighter. Even we're gonna draw the lights. Since it doesn't have like textures, I'm gonna add them like sort of manually, as you can see here.
So what I'm doing is I'm just adding some blue to the skyline. I'm just gonna select like one of the brighter blue areas here. I'm just gonna kind of gently just paint in ambient blue kind of look, just to kind of make it feel like the city is in the distance there.
Well, yeah, exactly. This sort of places will be good touched by the lights. However, I'm gonna lose my face cam in a second. And yeah, I lost it, I think. Let's just focus on painting the shadows. Well, I think it's time I add the tick.
Yeah, maybe something like that. If I kind of just make it look like lights kind of coming in from that corner. I'm just going to check the color and see if I can get like a nicer, more interesting looking color happening here to make it exciting. I feel like if I make this like unusual colors, it's just going to look strange, but then again, like, I don't know.
I need to make it glow. And with this one, I make it red, and the other one actually I make it blue. I'm gonna have like some flare brushes. Okay, I need it to go to this side now.
Quickly paint the light onto this. It's reading a little bit better. Okay, and this one here, just paint in some of that light from the coin there.
I'm gonna hide the text for now. Gonna add another layer. I'm gonna take full white, and then I'm gonna take the brush to lower the opacity. And this is how you make some aura, guys. I want to get like something coming from the middle, and then like just link the opacity up like very low.
So I'm just quickly painting in like some rim light on Donkey Kong from that like rear color that we put in there.
At this point I'm just adding things to add things, to be honest. You're probably wondering, why the hell do I have this? This can look very good, especially on characters like this. I don't know if you see, but like I add a lot of depth. We don't have much details on the characters. This can carry it out.
Just gonna make it look like it's, I don't know, skidding with some like flames coming out of here.
I'm just gonna experiment maybe a bit. Well, maybe like this. Looks better, I think.
Actually, I think I'm going to go image, auto color, auto contrast, auto tone. Yep, it looks good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this.
Alright, that's it. I think we're done.
Stop designing. That is it. Export and myself and the judges will go in and we'll determine who this winner might be. But also don't forget, guys who are watching, please be sure to vote yourselves in the description down below, and or just comment down who you guys think is who you felt did the better job or hit the brief better. Let's go pick a winner. So let's start with Cam's.
I mean, looking at this right away, I think he like pretty much nailed the brief exactly. I mean, he's got a really cool blend of like in-game assets, obviously taking from like a bunch of different games. I love this sort of like introspective look like into the actual Switch itself there. Definitely a unique concept, and I think he did a great job.
I think that's the best part about this, in my opinion, is that transition between the IRL and virtual.
That's correct. Also, tiny details, you see his foot going through the screen. That's also very nice. I love that part. Also, the colors are great, in my opinion. Only thing is he's in last place also, which is bad. That's not the best position you can be in.
All right, so let's go ahead and switch over our ideas to aliases.
Honestly, the first thing that jumps out to me is like how he's used his depth here. I mean, love the distinct like foreground, middle ground, background. Placement of the assets, again, really nice. This one just gives like a nice sense of scale as well with like how the characters are placed. I think the type work here is like also really well done. He really took a lot of care for each asset, which I appreciate. And he just made sure that everything, you know, blended together nicely.
Exactly, from the shadows, highlights, the use of color, how everything blends. You see the dust on the car and everything from the background to inside the screen. Again, perfectly matching. the highlights and shadows.
You can definitely still see the Switch actual, what are they called, Joy-Cons? I mean, they're more or less playing more of like a color theory here and like a framing aspect. They're not like so in your face per se.
Honestly, the more I look at this one, I'm picking up on new things every time. Like just, yeah, the Joy-Cons being used as a framing device, I think is really smart. Then when I look at Cam's, I do think that he nailed the brief just a tiny bit better in terms of the virtual and real life assets. So yeah, our winner is...
I mean, given the fact that you two, again, had an hour and a half, I don't even know if I can get even close to this. But what I will say, though, is yes, I do have a very strong opinion about Cam's having a slight edge on the brief when it comes to actually feeling as if it's virtual meets IRL, because I do feel like, again, when you place that street, that real life street inside had these, you know, coins, even had a nice little angle of Mario coming in the corner. It makes it just feel as if you're playing the game and you have this sense of this mix of reality and visual. Again, on Ilias's side, the fact that he went super hard on the shadows and highlights allowed him to feel as if it's a more composed composition and a composed graphic. So there's like a battle between both of these. With that being said, our winner of the designer face-off is gonna be Ilias. So honestly, it was one of those things where, again, even though I do really strongly feel like Cam's brief hit just a tiny bit better, now at the overall, I think at this point it's like just a little more visually pleasing, I would say, is the word I would want to use here, because of the amount of shadows and highlights. Because again, I think Ilias at like the 20-minute mark was already like throwing up some curves and shadows, and I was just learning tech.
Cam has like a really good design. Like the idea of merging the both words is very good. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, and thank you.
Of course, Cam, just saying, brother. Still an absolute feat as well. What do you think the challenges were, and how do you feel like you did in your opinion?
Getting the assets, I struggled, and then I got stressed and frustrated. It cost me time-wise. Had the idea of the concept in my mind, and then I was like 20-30 minutes in that it was actually going to be very difficult. So I mean, I'm pretty happy with what I got at the end, but also in relation to Elise's, his is very good. I'm extremely impressed at the quality and how clean it is.
With that though, let us know who you think felt like you hit the brief or had a better design over on the comment section below, as always. And don't forget to follow Cam, Ilias in the description down below. Shout out to the judges, Arno and Jorge. And with that being said, if you're not subscribed, that's just really, you know, kind of messed up. But I love you guys. And with that being said, Seso HQ out. Don't forget to keep smiling, stay positive, and stay freaking productive, guys. That much love. Peace. Enjoy your day.